It is Thursday, August 10th. Where has the time gone? Here's a quick look at what's going on. I just noticed this. These cucumbers are, well, I've been trying to get them to come back this way, but they're going up, 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 which I guess they're supposed to do, but a couple of these plants are really going nuts. But it's like one of the plants over there is really going nuts. Picked a couple nice cucumbers this morning. The mortgage lifter tomatoes are doing all right. This evening I will get out here and spray them down. I gotta get the yellowed stuff off of these plants and give them a good spraying again. Looks like this little guy is starting to ripen. This one is not going to make it. I'm going to just take that whole branch off. And I untied my shoes accidentally, so I'll be careful how I step here. Cantaloupe. I'm not expecting much out of these smaller ones here that got such a late start. That one's coming along nicely, though. That one, that's one of the original ones that got chomped back so many times. And I don't expect anything out of it, but that's okay. This one's coming along nicely. We could get something out of that. These two right here are the producers. I want to be a producer. Oh, anyway. This is the big guy. Oh, speaking of big guys, there's a huge, huge, huge cricket over there. Let's see if I can get him. Oop, there he goes. There he goes. Oh, well. Anyway. This thing is over 4 inches long now. And got another one over here that's starting to grow. There was one more that was real small, and I put a can under it, but it was not ready, and it's wilted away. So that one there. That one there. So right now we've got 3 that are worth looking at. I decided to go on a weeding spree over here at the strawberries. Shiloh, out of the strawberries, sweetie. Go on, out of the strawberries. Go on. I know you can't tell there's strawberries there, but they're in there. Yes, they are. They're in there. Anyway, I was walking by and decided, you know, I need to get some of this stuff out of here, because this is that. There's 2 kinds of slightly viney plants. There's this stuff, I really don't know what it's called, but it has a reddish stem, a very heavy reddish stem, so once you get to the base of it, you pull the whole thing out, and it uproots pretty easily. And then there's this stuff, which is the stuff that's related to the house plant called Wandering Jew, and that, as it goes along and touches the ground, you can see here, the roots coming out, just like the house plant. You can break it off and stick it in water and get a whole new set of roots for a whole new plant. So anyway, that's what this guy was doing. So I got a whole bunch of that, a bunch of clover. You see, it's a sizable pile here. And then I went further in and just pulled some of these things before they go to seed. You can see a bunch of them still out in there. But, yeah, you can actually see some of the rows now. And I actually found a couple runners starting up. Like this one here had a runner, so I planted that one in there. There's another one, where is it? Had a runner, and the runner doesn't look too healthy, but I'm giving it a try anyway. Try to figure out where that is. Is that this one? No, that's not it. Well, heck. Anyway, you can see where a couple of the plants were all but dead, and they're coming back. They do that on their own pretty much, unless they're too far gone. This one here has only one leaf on it. That's okay, that means it's still alive. This one's got a couple leaves coming out of the crown there. That's clover, and I was trying to pull that out earlier. To no avail. Oh, here's that little runner. This one had a couple runners, and this runner didn't make it here. But this one doesn't look happy, but I went ahead and got it planted here. And we'll see if it makes it. It had a little piece of root on it, so it just might make it. The poblano peppers are coming along, making a comeback. And the Cherokee purples are looking happy. Oh, excuse me. I got out here later than I expected. Oh, and this butterfly I was taking a picture of earlier is still out here. I got a couple good pictures where I zoomed in. Let's see if I can zoom in on this little guy here. I am not sure what kind it is. It's only about 1.5 inches to 2 inches across. Very pretty, as most butterflies are. Anyway, I've got a little baby tomato starting up here, and got a bunch of blooms. Almost all of these plants have either buds or blooms on them. As a matter of fact, I'm looking here, and yeah, this one has some buds and a couple blooms. This one. This one's wilting. I'll just break that off. Anyway, I still got some more on here, up here, and there. This guy, let's see here. It's got some buds starting. So they're doing all right. The poblano peppers are hanging in there. I think I got bitten by a little bitty spider on the leg. It kind of stings a little and it itches. I know it's not a thorn. Anyway, these guys are coming along. They're about to bloom. As many times as they got bitten back, I'm going to be pleased to get anything out of them. The red peppers, the sweet peppers, I picked 3 or 4 this morning. And you can see we've got a whole bunch more in the wings. This one will be ready to pick maybe tomorrow. And got a bunch of buds on them. That one's starting to ripen down there. Got a bunch of buds. Zucchini, I haven't even looked at the zucchini much today. But it's coming along, it's hanging in there. This is the, I guess I call it the miracle plant, because it produced its own sprout there when it was getting eaten up by squash vine borers, but it's coming along. And I do see signs of powdery mildew on some of the plants. So I'm going to see if I can mix up a spray that my friend Susie, I think Susie gave that to me. Anyway, so I'm going to mix up a spray to spray it down with. This one's got we've got a little, no, that's not going to make it. You can see it's already kind of shriveling. That's not going to make it. I might as well break that thing off. Don't know what happens that they get to that stage and not make it, but it's okay. And the one over here, which got the most eaten up by squash vine borers, and I think I cleared them all out. I hope I did. I was trying to bury this vine so it would produce a new set of roots, and it kept getting uncovered. And you can see right here, that was a little baby zucchini that never even had a chance. It didn't even bloom. And I don't see anything else really in here right now. Got a bunch of buds. That's all we've got. Anyway, so that's what's happening out here in the Griffith Homestead Garden. Yeah, I mentioned this one plant is going crazy. Look at this thing. It's outgrown that, And so I put a tomato cage over here, and it's growing around that. There we go. Kind of. It would help if I pointed the lens right at it. There we go. Anyway, it's going around like that, and around like that. This is probably the happiest, healthiest plant I have in the whole bunch. But I've got a couple more that are about on par with it. I'm seeing these rust spots, and I'm suspecting that's probably some kind of fungus. So I might go ahead and spray everything with the fungicide. So we'll see what happens there. Anyway, that's about all out here. So 10 after 10. And I need to, let's see, those really nice cucumbers on top there, those are 2 of the cucumbers I picked today. Come on, Shiloh. Just a quick look at the pond. The guys have not gotten here yet. I'm sure they'll be here any minute. They usually arrive around 10 or so. They stay till about 5:30. And the pond is almost done. They've got the... It's really not as much a waterfall as it is a dam. We thought it was going to be taller, but as high as the water is over on the other side. And they, of course, lined that whole area with rocks. I expected smaller rocks, but it's got a liner underneath it. And that far side there that is exposed, that's going to have liner on it with some really large rocks on it. And this is water that's still left in there from the rain we got day before yesterday. Because they pumped most of the water out from the rain we got on, was it Tuesday afternoon? Tuesday night? And then, no, today's Thursday. I'm thinking back now. Monday night we got rain. Tuesday afternoon we got rain. And this thing, after the Monday night rain, it was full. So anyway, they've had a good look at what's going on. So this is going to have a gentle slope all the way around. That is going to be cleared out. And they're going to clear all that stuff out back to here. And give it a nice shape. And yeah, they've got these rocks here, and they, I think, are going to, I hope they're going to get rid of some of these roots and stuff. And clear that stuff out for the water to flow out easier. And they had to put a temporary bridge down because the bridge I have over here, you can see they've removed it. They said it was not going to be sturdy enough for the equipment. And they said they're surprised I was even driving my riding mower across it because it's barely strong enough for that. You can see some splits forming in the wood. I said, I don't think you should ride across that anymore. But one of the guys said he builds bridges and he will be happy, probably at a small fee, to build a nice little bridge to go across here. Preferably one that will be having a gentle slope at each end so I can get Dave's wheelchair up and over it, and also have some rails on it for safety purposes. But you can see how wide that is compared to this. This is probably, this one here is probably about a foot wider. And this is about how wide I would want it. Oh, incidentally, they have this supported by a jack and some rocks and some more wood. Yeah. Anyway, it's, oh heck, it's almost 10:15. And I need to get going. But just another quick look at what the meadow looks like right now. Pretty dismal. But it'll come back. I don't know if I'll put grass seed out or just let it do its thing. But anyway, y'all have a great day.